If you thought you had your tea levels all figured out, well, we're about to burst that bubble for you. From the foods you eat to the way you sleep, your everyday habits are putting you in some real danger. Stay tuned for the shocking surprise as we reveal the culprits that are robbing you of your mojo. Number one, firstly, they were right about plastic. But before we get into that, here's a shocker. Something as simple as handling a receipt is putting your hormone balance in danger. All because thermal receipts in plastic bottles have one thing in common: BPA. You might have already heard about this, or you might have dismissed it as propaganda. We're here to set the record straight. So what is BPA really? And why is this a warning signal for your tea levels? It turns out bisphenol A, aka BPA, is an insidious chemical that lurks in common items like food containers, water pipes, and even baby bottles. But did you know that it's also an anti-androgen, meaning it actively blocks the normal effects of testosterone in your body? It's like having an enemy within that's trying to take down your masculinity, one hormone at a time. And that's not all. BPA is so widespread that even receipts printed on thermal paper contain it. It can seep into your skin without you even realizing it, just like a silent assassin, sneaking its way into your body and wreaking havoc on your hormones. And it gets worse. BPA has been actively linked to lower sperm count and impaired sperm production, putting men's reproductive health in jeopardy. It's a double-edged sword, attacking your hormones and your ability to reproduce. In fact, a recent study showed that 89% of men attending fertility clinics had BPA in their system. If you ask us, that's a lot, but all is not gloom yet. The good news is you can take action to protect yourself. Opt for fresh, in-season produce instead of canned, and you must use BPA-lined cans. Apocalypse and all. Rinse the food thoroughly to lower BPA levels. Say no to paper receipts and choose email options, and trade in your plastic water bottles for reusable glass or stainless steel. When it comes to heating up your food, avoid plastic at all costs. Don't even let it come near your kitchen. Instead, transfer your food to a ceramic dish and adjust the temperature and cooking time to stay on the safe side. Men, it's really time to take control of your hormone health and fight back against the disastrous effects of BPA. Not just BPA, but number two, beer and everything alcohol. Who knew the culprit to your low T levels was hiding in your liquor cabinet? Alcohol. You might love knocking back a cold one after a long day at work, but here's the harsh truth. Excessive drinking can do a number on your testosterone levels. Here are the facts. When you drink, your body metabolizes the ethanol in alcohol. In turn, it lowers the amount of NAD+ coenzyme that is crucial in testosterone production. Say what? And if you thought those happy endorphins released while drinking were all fun and games, think again. Those endorphins can cause problems in testosterone synthesis. Who knew that happy hour could be so sad for your T levels? But wait, there's more. Long-term drinkers and alcoholics can cause damage to tissues in their body, which can reduce the amount of testosterone in the testes. Plus, excessive drinking can mess with your sleep, which can then cause problems with testosterone production and levels. We'll get to this in detail in just a minute. But all in all, it's like a domino effect of destruction. So, if beer is your drink of choice, then listen up. Even moderate beer consumption has been found to reduce testosterone levels up to 6.8%. That's a pint-sized punch to your manhood. So next time you reach for a cold one, think twice before taking a sip. It's time to make some changes to your everyday habits if you want to keep your T levels in check. Remember, moderation is key for alcohol, and for that good night's sleep, all we can say is, number 3, your nighttime routine is significantly lowering your testosterone levels. Yes, sir. Missing out on those sweet hours of sleep at night is ditching your levels of hormones faster than you can say rested and ready. A new study has been found that losing out on precious Z's can lower testosterone levels by men in up to 15%, equivalent to aging a decade or more. That's right, sleep loss is not just for the faint of heart, but it's also for the faint of manhood. So if you're tossing and turning at night, it's time to get serious about your sleep habits. The study analyzed 10 young, healthy, and lean men and found that just 1 week of sleep deprivation caused a significant drop in their testosterone levels. Not to be alarmist, but that's like robbing a bank of its vitality and vigor. So, if you want to maintain your manly mojo, it's time to hit the hay. And you know what? It's not just the libido that suffers when testosterone levels take a nosedive. Feeling fatigued, lacking concentration, and having decreased strength are all linked to low testosterone levels. It's like your body is running on empty, and your engine just won't rev. If you're a night owl, it's time to change your routine before it's too late. You don't want to find yourself feeling like an old geezer before your time. So, put down the phone, turn off the TV, and get some shut-eye. Otherwise, you might just wake up feeling like a shadow of your former self, with your manhood nowhere to be found. This brings us to our fourth everyday habit that makes you age faster than you can count. Number 4, perfumes labeled high fragrances. That's a punch in the gut, literally. What you are about to hear will make you want to ditch those colognes and deodorants you've been dousing yourself with. Did you know that the chemicals lurking in your grooming products are destroying your manhood? The prying phthalates, the sneaking perpetrators hiding in your fragrances, soaps, and deodorants are messing with your testosterone levels. And that's not even the worst part. Phthalates are like sneaky spies that infiltrate your body and interfere with the normal function of hormones. And what does that mean? Well, it means that your T levels are in grave danger. A study published in Environmental Health Perspectives revealed that men with high levels of phthalates in their urine had lower levels of testosterone in their blood. Another study, published in the Journal of Clinical Endocrinology and Metabolism, found that phthalate exposure can lead to lower levels of testosterone and other reproductive hormones in men. But don't worry, this doesn't mean you have to give up grooming altogether. All you need to do is make sure to steer clear of products labeled as high fragrance. These products often contain phthalates to enhance the scent, but by choosing phthalate-free alternatives, you can avoid exposure to these chemicals. So be smart and choose your grooming products wisely, because your testosterone levels are nothing to mess with. Number 5, your 9-to-5 corporate job. Did we go too far? No need to go into an existential crisis just yet. By the looks of it, laziness can do more than just make you feel guilty about not hitting the gym. According to recent studies, a sedentary lifestyle can have a shocking impact on testosterone levels in men. If you're someone who spends most of their day parked on the couch or sitting at the desk, then it's time to listen up. You see, the brain needs stimulation in order to produce the hormones necessary for testosterone production. And if you're not getting enough physical activity, then your brain cannot send the right signals to your pituitary gland to produce testosterone. Plus, this sedentary lifestyle has a high correlation with obesity. But how does being obese cause harm to your testosterone? Well, those extra pounds can convert your precious testosterone into estrogen, the female sex hormone. And if that wasn't bad enough, obesity can also cause insulin resistance, which further harms testosterone production. But here's the important part. You see, while exercise is great for boosting testosterone levels, not all workouts are created equal. In fact, some exercises are harmful to your testosterone levels, like running a marathon to impress your girl or strenuous cardio. So, what are some exercises that can increase your testosterone levels? Those exercises include compound exercises such as deadlifts and squats, and have been found to be particularly effective. Additionally, lifting heavy weights and doing high-intensity interval training can also help to increase testosterone levels. But what does not help is number 6, bulk of processed foods. Those prepackaged meals and snacks you've been indulging in are destroying your testosterone levels. Processed foods are filled with sugar, sodium, and trans fats that can lead to serious health issues like heart diseases and type 2 diabetes. But did you know that trans fats can also shrink your testicles and reduce your sperm count? Think about it. Are you reaching for that bag of chips instead of cooking a nutritious meal? Are you drinking soda instead of water? These bad habits are sabotaging your manhood. Men who consume high levels of trans fats have been found to have 15% lower testosterone levels than those who avoid them. This decrease can result in a lower sex drive, erectile dysfunction, and decreased muscle mass. But don't worry, it's not too late to turn things around. Start by swapping out those processed snacks for fruits and vegetables, and cook your meals with fresh, whole foods. Your testosterone levels will thank you, and you'll feel healthier and more energized overall. Remember, you are what you eat, so choose wisely. Do you know any other habits that are a testosterone killer? Let us know in the comments below. Until then.